couple of my posts online has been really direct, but it's a couple of things need to be said. A lot of us need to go back to watering our own gardens. A lot of us need to remember the glory of God and our purpose and our value, our real value. And if not, it's like you're putting shame to the grace you're covered under. It's not as effective. It's more like grace and mercy that you limiting yourself to when you were made for abundance, overflow, the favor of God, and for the glory of God. I am ready. I want to experience that. I've been through too much on this earth with too much things that don't feed the soul. It don't matter who is around. I'm ready for the glory of God. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for the hand of God, because operating out of this flesh and hating people, it's not bringing a healthy life. It's not prolonging life, long life, healthy life. But I know God loves all of us. It's my point. God loves all of us. He put purpose in us, but we forgot about our purpose. We've gone through so much stuff and had so many habits and idolized ourselves, we forgot about the will and purpose God has for us. We forgot how good and kind He is to us, how merciful is He to us. How can you reject someone who's protecting you and making ways for you in the moments, through time? And right now, how can you reject someone who has your back, who make provision for you, and has the best at heart for you? How can you say it's religion, but who goes there with you through time? Who answers the prayers of the addicts, of the drunks, of the rejects, of the sinners, of the shackers, of, God forgive me, of the hoes, of the lusters? Who answers the prayers of them? Who comes to the aid? God. Just like He comes to the aid of the prideful, the arrogant, the hateful. Remember who you are. Remember your purpose. Remember how God views you. He says, with the apple of His eye. It's not about religion no more, or being religious, when a lot of the thugs start coming to God, when they meet God in the path of gang banging or selling dope or living wrong lives. They will call on the presence of God and for His help right when they at. Oh, God, reveal His hand right where they at. Don't tell me about being religious. We need the Spirit of God, and we need the hand of God. Because you can see your natural beauty of who he is and who you are, and you know your purpose. Your purpose is right in front of you. It's within reach. So is your talent. So is your gifts. So is your favor. It's right in front of you and around you and all about you. And so it's the ministering angels. So it's the grace of God, the favor of God, the healing works of God that he has for you. But if you're rejecting him, you're rejecting the best of you as well. How could you? How dare you? He's the living water our souls need. When we don't get the living water, we thirsty. We desperate. And the world loves us desperate. The world loves us desperate and thirsty and broken. I want to see a lot of people arise with their higher selves. That's what I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see people get in line for their blessings from their higher self to be back in union in the right place with God. That's what it's time for. That's what it's time for, because their relationships need it. Their own confidence and foundation of their self need it. Their purpose need to be fulfilled. I don't care even if it's my enemies. I want you blessed. I want you walking in the glory of God. I want you to receive the overflow, because this world don't care about you. They don't care about your well-being in the long haul. In the long haul, the enemy doesn't care who he uses. And he doesn't care about us at all. But how long can you live like that? How long can you run off fuels that feed your flesh, but it don't motivate you to pass any test? It don't motivate you to, man, I went through, to answer to wake-up calls and go, man, I went through bad relationships. I'm going to make sure something work so my children will know from a distance on what to do and what not to do. But they will go and answer the calling of more so what to do versus what not to do. So if I got to be the mistake and the raw example what not to do, I don't care. But I'm coming out of them old ways like a doggone wild bull. I'm not letting nothing stop me. I'm not operating out of my flesh. I'm not listening what the world says, who wants control. But they don't care about no one's soul. But they don't want us to rise in our higher selves. They don't want us to receive any blessings or stability from God. They don't want us to heal from our shortcomings, our mistakes. And after being abused so long, oh, we want to use you as a puppet to go abuse someone else who's not being trained well. Man, all this is foolishness. When a lot of us queens and kings need to rise. I'm ready for whatever movement God is on. I'm ready. I'm ready. My soul is ready. My mind is open. My heart. I need a new heart. I need at least 2 or 3 new hearts to give him much love back, what he deserves from my life. I don't know about nobody else, but from my life, he deserves a lot from me. Don't idolize, please, whoever you are, you listen to what I'm saying. Please don't idolize anything. And please keep your conscience clear so the Most High can speak to you and you can hear from Him. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. Don't idolize nothing. Not hate, not love for nobody. Don't do it for nobody. Keep God first so you can have balance, emotions, clear, healthy mind state. A strength that will support you in the long haul. Full of endurance in the long haul. We need to get back established for the long haul and not for monetary gain. You know, oh my. You can't control someone that's healing and that's making peace with God. Because they're not meant to be controlled. God is not full of control. He wants us to respect His will, but He give us free will wholeheartedly with open arms. But His way is to protect us. Because He know how slick and clever the enemy is. That operate and idolize everything in this 3D realm. I'm saying this because I love Most High. If I didn't love Him, I wouldn't be able to have love for others. And I wouldn't be able to love myself. I'm saying this so you can get on a good path. Because that door is a very important door that leads to multiple open doors and favors and benefits and blessings that it's not worth in this 3D realm. It's not valued the same way in this 3D realm. Let me remind you of how He looks at you. Let me remind you how precious you are. And this is all from God's love. He said, "You're the apple of my eye." He said, "Before you were born, I knew the hairs, how many hairs on your head." Who loves you enough to walk with you through time at different stages of your life? That right there is a lot of love. For a lot of women who have abandonment issues from childhood and bad relationships, God is all we need. And He's the example of a good man. How a good man should treat you. Boy, if I could rewind the tape in life, boy, buddy, boy. Woo-wee, I will rewind at least 10 years and be in my purpose. But the struggles reveal the strongholds. The warfare reveal the foul spirits. The rebellious ways reveal that, oh, His way is right. Oh, I'm acting a fool. Oh, I don't know everything. Oh, people of the world don't know everything. And they don't care for me. But He cares for me. He cares about my well-being. He cares about me. That's how he cares about you. Whatever you're going through, he hears your prayers and he answers quickly about you, not stuff around you, not what people do. You. You know how powerful love that is? That's so powerful. So kind, so full of understanding, full of wisdom. Because his love is not going to leave you where you find him. His love don't stop there. There's abundance, wisdom, a living flow of water, of constant wisdom, growing, healing. Some say, well, oh, I go through a lot of warfare. He shows off his hand in warfare. What you mean? You got a hell of a protection over your soul and your mind and your heart if you give it to God. You know how much angels are on the battlefield fighting for your behalf? Woo, woo. And you got to have a renewed mind to understand the blessings and the wisdom and the spiritual knowledge that he has for you to receive. Do you know how much is love like of a father? It's love deep like of a companion, a husband. It's guidance from a counselor. It's healing works from a great healer. Who can love us like this for real, y'all? Who can love us and pick us up? Who give us honor to throw away pride? Who can love us like that? Who can love men and women like that? Who can love women beyond their egotistic and selfish ways, bossy ways? Who can love a man beyond their pride and ego? We want to idolize ourselves, but we don't give God room to be first. I want to see my brothers and sisters of Christ and from the moving from the Spirit of God rise up. Because walking by purpose, you're not supposed to, it's not a one-man show. There's no such thing. The devil is a lie. Many of us are called to do different things. We have different gifts and abilities. And I don't believe that God don't bless and heal and protect all his people and don't have a purpose for them. I think they're rejecting and watering down their purpose and building up their flesh. But if they go to the Spirit of God, he reveals purpose and it's bigger than their pain, but they can't face it. Your purpose is behind facing your pain. And your identity is not based off of what you do and what you entertain and your character traits. No. Your true identity. It lines up with your purpose. It lines up with your calling. It lines up with your inheritance. It lines up with your birthrights. It lines up with your overflow of blessings and healing and authority. It lines up with a lot of things. But if you're not in alignment with God, you can't get in alignment with all those things He has for you and how He sees you. And on top of that, we forget about the glory. We forget about the glory of God. How can we forget about that? I had to ask myself that. How can I forget about that when my ancestors, they fought hard and prayed hard, and my grandfather was he was a sharecropper, and at one point he was a slave. He had a lot of children, had to pray, had to fast, had to work hard. There was no cutting to shortcuts. There was no it being lazy. It was pure hard work and sacrifice. I look at what they went through and I'm like, man, shame on me. I know better. I know better. Straight up. I don't need nobody to tell me that. I know better. Because this was the same ones who would tell me, keep praying, God hear you. Keep praying. Keep praying. God hear you. And I thought he was just preaching. I thought he was just lecturing, but it's true. If you can't embrace his spirit, you're not going to make room for his words. If you embrace his spirit, even when you don't see with your eyes that he's not there, but you can use your senses and recognize how he moves. If you sense how he moves, let that be an alert in yourself that, wait a minute, somebody care about me. Somebody care about me. Let me do something different. Because somebody on the line fighting for me. Somebody care about my well-being. He cares about the well-being. We idolize money, stability, wealth, overflow, pride, wanting to be first. But God don't even idolize. His focus is about our well-being, our health, and us connecting to him. Because when you connect to him, he pours out in you your greatness, how he sees you. I didn't make you to be comfortable in your struggles and your addictions. I made you to rise above that. You know, when you receive love from someone very special in your life, and when they come around, you get excited. Your heart gets filled. You know, it's not about what they can do for you, just their presence alone brings joy to you, and you're excited to see them, and you just want to tell them about your day and want to hear about their day and make jokes and exchange peace and laughter, and that love from a relationship of maybe of a friend or a grandparent or of a parent. God has more love above that for us. And the ones who are further away, his arm can be reaching out further, speaking to our spirit man. His spirit could be reaching out to us, letting us know we don't have to be alone or broken or idolizing things or manipulating things. He want to heal us and see us in the position the way he does, because it gives him glory, and the glory of God can come on in. For anyone who hasn't been through any brokenness and the addiction and the shortcomings, they're just perfect. He has a very unique way to humble you. And will renew you at the same time. Words of warning: don't shame the ones who go through a lot of struggles. A lot of those are out of place from their purpose, but they deserving of healing. I don't care who it is. I don't care what the tracks of life they've been entertaining, been operating from. It don't matter. They deserve to heal. We all need God's love, man. We need that. That's missing. That's missing heavy. Heavy. We operating out of pride because we don't got purpose. We don't got God's love. We should be encouraging each other to grow stronger in the light instead of competing. Satan wants us to be brainwashed. Satan wants us to manipulate others and not realizing that it's only putting us a few feet ahead. It's not really helping us in the long haul. His love runs deep. Really, really deep and far. His spirit is very active in places, in foul environments, corrupted establishments. His spirit speak to souls who broken and they feel not just rejected, but they feel like the worst of the worst. I witnessed miracles where God opened doors and did a major work on individuals where the world said they didn't deserve it. The grace of God alone. Ooh, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. I'm not trying to be religious. Forget religious. Forget playing church. All that go out the window. When life get real, when health issues become overwhelming, or when it gets real, every soul, it don't matter who it is thankful as heck for the grace of God. But that's his love saying, I'm gonna give you time to get your act together, but I'm still gonna warn you about my wrath. I'm gonna let you feel my wrath. I'm gonna let you experience my wrath. Because you're not seeing how much I care for you. You're not seeing how much I prepared a way for you. You're not seeing how much my word is to protect you and preserve your life. And you're taking it for granted. So you got to recognize my wrath to know I'm a real jealous God. It's different from hearing someone saying that and you experiencing it. It's a different kind of a view. And very oddly, you could be hurting in areas of life with relationships and all kinds of heartache or loneliness or bitterness. But somehow through time, not in the moments, through time, there's no excuse for us because we hold on to baggage, but we can't hold on to the spirit and the works of God. We can't hold on to his grace. We can't hold on to our faith. His love approved one to heal and remember one's birthright and their purpose and their work so they can operate and be at a healthy state. I'm lecturing about it because it's a necessity that we all know this. This world is so cold. People do selfish and egotistic things, but they don't want back what they give. Don't be in the hot seat when you're not receiving the love God has for you. Don't be on his don't be on his bad side. You receiving his wrath. Please, 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 please don't forgive folk. I'm not saying be a doormat for disrespect, and I am not saying abusing others either, but at least forgive them so you can heal yourself. If the world, if the world wants to control us so much, it's like we basically telling the world we're puppets. We're not humans. We don't have a soul. We don't have birthrights. We don't have love for Most High. It's like making all those things invalid, invalid, not important. And it gives the enemy power, which he don't need. He brainwashing souls who not operating for their purpose, for handouts. But God got so much overflow for them in healing that they're not in line for. First of all, how can you downgrade yourself to be a puppet when you was made for greater? You're not a puppet. You're not made to be manipulated or be manipulator. You're not made to devalue yourself. Why do you have grace over you for then? You wasn't made to just enjoy your sin and listen here. I experienced the grace of God in some dangerous places. And I'm pretty sure some other people who I communicate with have too as well. But why not let that be a wake-up call to go, you know what, if he got grace over me, I know he has something for me. I know the love of God has purpose for me. I know he cares about my well-being. So I'm going to sharpen up. Because I'm going to do better. Because this grace is over me. What is this grace for? Why is this grace covering me in my filth? Why is this grace covering me and protecting me? Why? The love runs deep. It's a stubborn love God has for his people, especially those who are rebellious, especially those who are full of sin, especially those who are corrupted, especially those who are lustful, prideful. And there's a lot of us out here. And back in the day when I was growing up, there would be very few people who would be in sin or manipulative. It was majority, a lot of people in the environment, they was serving God, going to church, reading the word. Now it's backwards. But we got to rise up as a people. Who going to rise up for your healing and your birthrights? Who going to rise up for your purpose? Nobody can do that for you. Not even your mama or your daddy. Because if they get in line, think about it. If someone was to get in line and say, hey, I'm going to get in line for you and get your blessing so I can get it for you, they're going to get a portion and they may give you your correct amount. But they, off the rip, they going to want a portion. That's not just one person want to take. That's rare. They're going to take all what's given to them that's meant to be given to you without getting a cut or taking it fully for themselves. People who have no soul, they look at some people as trash based off of the things they entertain or the things that they made up their life. But even in the most broken and low individuals, God still has purpose for them. And if they heal, he'll see that he has judgment to those who want to place judgment and keep one locked and stuck. You know, his love, when you experience his love, he reminds you of how much you need to heal. And so many times I was running from that. Most High revealed it to me, and it seemed like I would go 5 steps deeper into the wrong way instead of going in the direction I'm supposed to go. Felt like I'm like looking at what he's telling me, that's too good. I'm not good enough. I don't fit in. I'm not. Life choices and the choices I made, I'm not good enough. And I'll go drink. I will go do all kinds of things that were wrong. But the grace reached out and said, yeah, you good enough. You good enough for the path. You got purpose. You good enough to heal. You good enough to answer your calling. You're worthy enough. You're worthy enough for it. I can't look at anyone else's struggle and label them by their struggles or their shortcomings. I dare not. I'm not about to. I'm not about to. No. Because if they don't wake up to the grace of God that's covering them, that's a personal choice. Personal choice. And some folk, you just have to walk away and let them reflect on their personal choice and what they entertain. I don't know what will make a soul run to God harder. You seeing foul spirits and he revealing them, or you experiencing his grace and his love that heals your brokenness. Give your motivation a pack light. We want to know we were made for purpose, but you got to stand in line to receive the directions and instructions and wisdom for it, to grow into it and be a part of it. It's a beautiful transformation, going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. A lot of us who are rebellious, we're rebellious because we see the abuse from a control system that's full of narcissistic tactics and abuse. And when you speak on it, you get the backlash of your problems, your issues. But they don't want to be revealed for what they do and who they are. It's a problem when you heal and remember your worth. I don't care who it is, who ears this reaches. It's a problem because the enemy knows you know your value and you're not a puppet. Your value is not tied to any amount of money, any status in this world. That's not your value. That's not your worth. I dare you connect with the Spirit of God where He upgrades the grace and move you to favor. I triple dog. Who dare you? Who I dare you? Ain't nobody can get in the field with you and help you heal. It's nobody else that will remove the baggage and remind you you don't need to carry this. Look at the love I have for you. Look at how much I love you. You're not made to be alone. You're made to connect with your higher self. You're made to connect with the Spirit from your Father. You're made to connect with greatness. That's what you were made for. So He give us grace till we acknowledge the wisdom, understanding, and our true value. And when we recognize that, you better be prepared for warfare and don't back down. Don't back down. Know the power of calling on God and know that angels are protecting you. Knowing that He have angels guiding you to your blessings and your breakthroughs. Knowing He have ministering angels to equip you, instruct you, motivate you. Even when you're alone. It was good. It's even better when you're alone. Why? Because you can meditate and pray more and get clear access, clear path. Nah, you ain't alone. You don't got no devils in your ear. Because the more you call on God, no matter who it is, the more you call on God and receive love from God, He gonna use somebody to get in your ear. Don't idolize the person want to get in your ear. Don't idolize this 3D room. Keep going to God. Keep growing in God. Watch the purpose. Watch Him establish you. He wants to establish our foundation, our confidence as men and women. I know for me and a lot of my family members, male family members, they would whoop my butt if they was in my presence. They would whoop my butt like I stole something. I mean raw. Would have whooped my butt. And then I probably would have get a butt whooping from my mother. I don't need nobody to tell me I know better. Put all the foolishness, all the foulness away. Love what God loves. Make peace with folk who don't like you. Love them just as much as you love folk who love you. It don't make a difference because we all God's creation. It's amazing how you can idolize things in the flesh. You can put it as an importance in your mind and in your life and have a drive for that, but you idolizing it and not prepared for the responsibility of it. But if you put God first, it's not idolizing Him. That's where He want to be. That's where He's supposed to be. Who could show us how to be great men and women on this earth? I mean, forget degrees, forget training, forget all of the work skills, forget talents, forget spiritual gifts, forget anything that has value in this 3D realm. We idolize things that we shouldn't be doing at all. And we're missing the movement of God because we're not connecting with His Spirit. He wants to reveal Himself to His people, but we go to Him for blessings, but we're not going to Him for His heart. We're not listening when He speaks and instruct wisdom and to operate from it. We're not listening. We're stubborn and selfish and self-centered. Well, same thing. And we idolizing these things. We didn't come in the world with it. We can't take it with us. You move different when you connect with his spirit. Versus quoting scriptures and going to church. If you meet his spirit in church, then you can meet his spirit on your job site. You can meet his spirit at your home. You can meet him on your way going to the restroom. You can meet the spirit of God anywhere. But is your conscience clear? Is your heart open? He said in the word, he come to bring division. Mother against daughter, son against father. And that's those who idolize and worship the systems of this world or things of this 3D realm, materialistic things and status, and those who worship and listen to the Spirit of God. Who else can really build up man? There's nobody else. I've been at some low states in my life. Even the projections folk try to throw at me are low, and then I recognizing that spirit and that energy rubbing off on them. Why even throw that out of your mouth? Your own environment deserves better. You deserve better. I deserve better. We all deserve better. But we don't see that spirit, what that spirit is doing to us, because it's using us. And then in the end it starts to abuse us. Who's going to clear that foul spirit out of your life and out of your path? It's not about being religious. It's not about the ways of the world and being positive. That still won't clear out any foul and wicked spirit out of your path. It's a spirit of God and making peace with him and seeing how much love he has for you. Oh, I love him so much. Places where folk left me to be broken, homeless. They wanted me to lose my mind, but the Spirit of God revealed many things that he want me to do and heal and change, and not only heal, but regain strength to recognize my own worth and value and know I have a purpose. It wasn't a moment experience. It was through time that I recognized his hand. And I couldn't run from it. It was through time. Time and after again and again, a bump in my head. Acting foolish. Being self-centered. Being lustful. Being broken. Idolizing who broke me. How much I want to be heard. But after being heard, what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you all about? Through time, he was asking me these things. Through time, he was using people to break me, to bring me back to him. I'm going to let the enemy deceive you so much where you got to come back to me. I got purpose for you. I got greatness for you. I got healing for you. I can reveal your enemies to you. I can run you the game plan that they run. I can show you the enemy in the spirit realm, where it starts off from. And I can reveal your worth and your power that you can have, where you can be over the enemy. Who else can do that through time? True enough, one can learn psychology on humans, how humans operate. True enough, one can learn about street game. Not G-A-N-G, but G-A-M-E. Game. And then I realized why it's like some people who are not in church because there's idols in the church, the pastor, the ministers idolizing themselves but not really motivating others. Run to the Spirit of God. We stop in our own flow, in our own greatness, and stop in many downloads and many awakenings to feed self. We're not even worthy of that. I'm not talking down on folk, but if you are encouraging others to go seek God and live right, motivate them to clear out their conscience, clear out their path. Not just the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments is for us. It's for us to clear out our ways and be cautious of ourselves. It's to motivate us to operate out of the fruits of the Spirit. Jesus didn't have a pastor's feast and the pastor's anniversary. He didn't have all those things, and he was worthy of a lot. The Spirit of God. I'm hungry for more of him. Because after one receive his love and you receive correction and you see all foul spirits in different environments and you seeing the foul spirits even your own self was operating out of, you know there's nowhere to go back to. There's nowhere to go back to nothing. So the time one puts in doing wrong, and you carry the burden of that, and you purge that, have many awakenings of a renewed mind and right spirit. That's part of the purpose, but it's through time is revealed. Our purpose is so big, he can't give it to us in one moment. Our healing is so heavy and big, he can't give it to us at one time. His love for us is so intense and so big. No, he got to give it to us through time. Because it's going to overwhelm us. Because that's how powerful he is and his works are. One thing I noticed, enemies hate time. They hate having patience. They hate it. I'm not talking about the enemy of the flesh. I'm talking about the enemy in the spirit. That's why he always used tactics to make it overwhelm in the moment. But if you don't live by your feelings and live by the moment, according to this 3D room, that's nothing what the enemy can do to break you. It encourages you in the most indirect way to keep growing and healing and serve and seek the Spirit of God.